Good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Give
folks.
that a moment or two to settle through and all of that good stuff, for ads to run, for notices to be sent, etc., etc. Oh, we're having quite the morning. Hey, Wendy. Hey, can you do me a favor, Wendy? Can we see if the new animated emote will come across on Twitch? Here on our PS5? I would love to see that. Could you maybe send our new lovely boy and see if he comes across? Nah, he comes across as static on the PS5. But that's okay, because I can look over at the chat and see our delightful little scared lad. Our big 2-year-old. Hi, Teferax. Good morning. So, sorry for the late start this morning, folks. It's been a hell of a month. And there's so much emotional processing going on so many fronts.
Processing!
Right now. We're just trying to, So we always save the last Sunday of every month as like our reflection day. Like, what went right? What were our goals? Did we meet them? What went right? What went wrong? What did we learn? What do we want to change? All that adult stuff. This month is going to be a lot. There's a lot to reflect on this month, so we're kind of taking a run up to it. We've got coffee. We've ordered McDonald's because I just need hash browns, y'all. I just need hash browns. So we are starting a bit later than we normally would as a result. So thank you all very much for your patience as we kind of filter on in this morning. I haven't seen the notification go live yet, so We'll keep an eye out for that. Hopefully soon people will know that we're, actually around.
Maybe one day Twitch will work.
Twitch is working just fine. Its notifications haven't had coffee yet this morning either. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask how everyone is, because the default mode is probably ragey, and I understand that completely and share it.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yes.
Wendy's
Remember
had the
to
Twitch
hydrate, okay? Because raging takes fluids.
Yeah. There are many valid responses to the news of the last few days. Rage is certainly the stage I'm still at. I'm gonna get to more. There've already been tears at one point. And that's where I'm at. I'm at the feeling my feelings stage of things. Later today, I hope to progress to the, planning how it is I'm going to contribute to this not being the case anymore. But I'm not there yet. I'm still in my emotions. And that's okay. My emotions taste like coffee right now.
Which is the best thing for emotions to taste like, unless
there are a lot
Jeremy croissants.
Right? There are a lot of things emotions can taste like. I'm looking forward to chatting with Wendy later and hearing all about, vacation planning and all of that good stuff. That would be lovely. So, we'll give folks a few minutes to maybe settle on in. I'm going to have a sip of that coffee and maybe do a little bit of a recap about what fresh, dark bramble hell we're still in. To see this stream, I get kind of frustrated that when we go live on no Jemmy Croissants today, but later on we're going to Coventry to shout ourselves hoarse in a stadium full of Rammstein fans. Oh, that sounds
Du hast mich?
It's very, very cathartic. We leaned into the official baked goods of science and death and have made sausage rolls this morning. Fantastic, Teferax. Well done. CZZ with a little raid. Hello to the raid. And good morning. A Rammstein concert sounds so cathartic. Wendy, that sounds lovely. Take your protection. I'm sure you already know how to do that.
Oh, hey, want to hear a single fucking good thing?
You didn't think of a raid phrase. That's okay, CZZ. Hail to the CZZ Raiders.
It's the Glastonbury weekend, this weekend. So my advice would be, if you're watching the coverage, don't look at the crowds, because it'll give you anxiety. But do look at the acts, because there's some really, really good ones. And weirdly, one of the acts I stumbled across, I fucking love this kind of thing, because it's an excuse for me to try something I've never tried before. So I play, concert roulette. I'm just like, who are you? No idea. You're at a cool Press play. And sometimes it's awful and sometimes it's great.
Ow!
And I ended up watching the entire set a couple of nights ago from a two-person Australian dance rock act called Confidence Man. Who
Oh, God.
are basically a two-person disco Rammstein.
Okay,
If you imagine Rammstein with their sense of theatricality, but doing
Disco.
slightly camp dance music, that's Confidence Man. They are a good time.
That sounds delightful. That does sound joyful. What's that other thing, that the 1 a.m. dance remix thing that you found?
This is one of those weird things. Patreon, the we all pass $10 around arts funding platform, was actually set up by a professional musician. And Jack, the guy who runs it, has a band called Scary Pockets. And Scary Pockets do two things really well. One of them is they will do wonderful chef's kiss funk cover versions of songs with guest artists.
Bye, little blue plural. One day I'll find you.
Their version of I Will Survive, done as low-level funk, is just wonderful. And they've also started releasing monthly these 25-minute mixes called 1 a.m. Funk Party, 2 a.m. Funk Party. And it's like lo-fi. It's like kind of really low-impact hip-hop stuff.
I need to turn the volume down for me. Go ahead.
If it was funk.
It's nice. It's energetic and easy to work to, and entirely instrumental, and I enjoy it a great deal.
I mean, I am an industrious joy miner because I am
trying to follow the little blue dot.
Over-articulate, cishet Celtic white dude. Whee! Therefore, it would be super, super easy for me to feel grim and upset all the time. And a lot of the time, feeling grim and upset is pretty legit. Much of the time as possible, I choose the goof. I embrace the goof.
Choose the goof is a good phrase.
Today's gender is choose the goof. And I find tremendous joy in music like that.
So we've got to go back to out the other side of the escape pod now that we've found it. That's where we are with Dark Bramble.
You found the lights and the unfortunately dead no mine.
Right, we went through the escape pod and got to the back to find like the area where they had escaped to.
And you also found the egg sack, and you were like, nope. Exactly.
Nope. And I'm going to take a second here to read what Wendy said, which is, hello, anybody who was in the chat who has not seen one of these streams with us before. This is an exploration run. This is the first time we've played this game. So we may encounter scenarios where you have insider knowledge, and we would really appreciate you not giving tips or spoilers or anything like that. Because, yay! That's our breakfast. Excuse us. Al's just going to go get that. Because the chat is here to watch us discover these things, and some people in the chat know what's going on, and some people in the chat don't. So our preferred is if you know we're about to encounter something interesting, please just join the wiggling along in the chat. Please don't send spoilers either to the chat or to us or to any of the mods. We just want to... Oh, sorry. No, it's just T. They didn't send a door code. Please don't send spoilers. We're all here to have the joy of exploration. And I might repeat that a little bit later on if we get more new joiners along in the chat. So Alistair's just gone to get breakfast from downstairs because it's been a rough morning and we ordered McDonald's. And so in the meantime, I'm just going to kind of look at our notes, and maybe I'll go to I kind of feel like I need to do something a little different today because the last couple of sessions have been nothing but being eaten by dark anglerfish. Hey, Marshmallow. So let's just go up into orbit and see what's nearby, shall we? That sounds nice. And I don't have to worry about my lights being on this way. Playing High Energy Dead Cells. I started Dishonored 2 this morning. Oh, I think Alistair's played Dishonored 2. I think he enjoyed that game. Hello, little moon. We're not going to land on you. Thank you. That's an interesting shaped constellation. Alright, we are now in orbit. Where do we want to go? Well, the interloper's heading towards the sun, but it's not the death strand, the death heading towards the sun. So maybe we'll head for the comet. And then we'll remember this time to land on a side that isn't going to get ablated off as it approaches the sun. Hopefully we can get inside. We need to land on the front of it because I remember what the log said. They landed on the front of the interloper and then had to like hide inside. So that's what we're going to work on this morning because I'm not up for Dark Bramble right now. Let's be honest. Don't think I can handle the difficulty of all of these. Oh yeah, see, here we go. Ooh, come on. Alright, see, because what I wanted... Alright, this is going to be a bit of a rough landing. But, are we down? Yes, we're down and we're... Yeah, sometimes you need a break from Dark Bramble. Very much so. Alright. Okay, so we're down. We're headed sunward. So I want to get us inside whatever this... No, ship, bad. I want to get us inside whatever this crack is on the front as quickly as possible so we don't fall off into space. So we've got lots of ice here. We're just kind of exploring around. Alright. Trying to find a way in. I have a feeling all this ice is just gonna melt. I've got my flashlight on. Not that we really need it. There we are. Headed for the sun. And we can hear the ice moving. Alright, see? We can see the ice melting as we head for the sun. So now we're on solid ground, which is good. I'm just gonna explore a little bit and see if we can find... Oh, we're very close to the sun. I'm gonna hide behind the ice for a minute. Please don't kill me. We're just going around the sun, remember? Not into the sun. Yay! This is intimidating. Alright, well here's... Oh, see, and now the ice is coming back. How interesting. Well, here's a cavern of some kind. Is this good? Is what's happening good? Yes! This is good! This is what I want! Alright. There we go. This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge the shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were out the shuttle until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remained in the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. That would be wise, Clary. If you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. Okay, so here's the shuttle, which we found, which appears to be entirely encased in ice. I wonder if what's happened is we've missed our opportunity to get inside the shuttle until it was closer to the sun. We keep flying away because there's just no gravity. Yeah, see? I think what we might have to do is... Can we get on top of it, maybe? Let's try getting on top of the shuttle. Alright. No. I think we literally have to wait until we're close enough to the sun that the ice melts that we can get inside the shuttle. Alright, where are we in our orbit? It'll be a little bit. Okay. Interesting. Alright, this is something interesting we're learning. So what we've seen, honey, we found the shuttle at the center of... This is the shuttle on the comet. But as you can see, it's enclosed in ice. And the ice melts as we get closer to the sun. So I think we have to... Careful, there's your latte. Sorry. I think... No, bad. Jumping is bad. I think we have to wait here until the ice melts as we orbit back around in order to get into this. Part of me really wants to go back and check my log on my ship. But, well, the other thing is we're going to run out of oxygen between now and then. So we're going to have to go back to our ship. So it's here. It's kind of halfway between the two poles. So we've got to go back to our ship, refill our oxygen, and that we're going to have to time this. We'll do a little bit of exploring in the meantime. Ooh. There's a bit of gravity, just not much. Let's go back to our ship, refill our oxygen, see if we have time to check the south pole of the comet, maybe. Hi, Quantum Moon, I see you. I'm not being lured in by you and your siren song. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. No problem. There's our ship. Let's go. Refill our... We seem to be skidding on the ice, yes. Alright, so let's go refill. Okay. Where's my refill? Everything's been refilled. Fine, so where are we now? We're about to come around... Ooh, hash brown. That's where I am. Hot! Hot, 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 hot. We're about to come around the interloper and start heading back towards the sun. So... everyone loves an ice level, right? It does have marvelous physics. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heading back now that we're all refilled. See, we are kind of sliding. We want to head... We want to try and head for solid ground. La 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 la. The nice thing about the sliding is you can move relatively quickly, which is nice. So here we are, shuttle in the ice. We're starting to make our way back towards the sun, which means hopefully the ice is going to melt soon. What I might do is just have a little peek over this side for a moment or two. We'll head towards the South Pole, see if we see anything else.
Really strong Last Hour of Armageddon vibes from this.
Yes, very much so. Not finding much here at the South Pole.
If alien Billy Bob Thornton starts yelling about Zero Barrier, I'm going to be very happy.
Good morning, Rubesco. So, we are heading towards the Nomai shuttle, which is encased in ice, which should be starting to melt soon as we get closer to the sun, so that we can then get inside. We're here. We're ready. See, here we are. We're just waiting for us to get... If you Steve, pump into Steve, you see me. Yeah, see? The ice appears to be shrinking.
Wendy, I won't lie. The phrase, guys, it's time to embrace the horror, gets used a few times a week here.
Yes, exactly. What was Alistair's favorite ride at Disneyland Paris? The Armageddon ride.
Armageddon on it again. Hey,
oh my god. I love you. I'm going to eat an hash brown. Wendy, you surprised me.
This reminds me of a story.
Right? Shocking! Okay. We're hoping the ice is going to start melting soon. Melt, ice, melt. I can see sublimation. See? It's getting smaller. Let me in. I wonder if I can get up on top of it. I'm on top of the shuttle now. I'm on the top of the shuttle looking. Anyway. Okay. Here we are. We're getting closer to the sun, so it better start melting a lot faster. Oh, look at this little cog flying through the air. Come on. Melt. I need in. Let me in. See the ice? It would be good to kind of track, like, when it becomes accessible. God, I hope there's oxygen in there. We're doing okay. We've still got several minutes of oxygen remaining. Come on. Oh gosh. How much closer to the sun do we have to get for this ice to melt?
That's not a good noise.
No, it's not.
That is the sun. That is the sun.
What? It just threw me off. Oh, we're gonna die. Why did you throw me off? Okay, I don't think it melts enough. I was standing on solid ground. That's very...
There it goes.
See, there it goes.
Which would suggest you've got one more. I have an idea, and it's really annoying. I think you've got to stay in the ship until that circuit, unless it's going to plunge into the sun here.
I don't know. Well, we're going to die, unfortunately. I'm going to run out of oxygen. I think you're right. I think we have to stay into the stay in the ship until we can get at it, which means we've got to park the ship a heck of a lot. I don't think we can park the ship any closer. Because
if what we just saw was right,
there was a very, very narrow window of time.
Yeah.
But I was standing on solid rock and it still threw me off. That doesn't make any sense. I think maybe what you have to do... Well, if they can land on the dark side of the comet, yeah, I think that's what I have to do, CZZ. I think I have to land on the dark side of the comet and get at the shuttle. Oh, crud. As I drop my hash brown. When it's in that moment of extreme melt.
Because if I'm right, this isn't the orbit where it plunges into the sun.
No, it's not. Obviously, it's been kicked off. We are going to suffocate in about a minute and a half, everybody. Just a warning. And unfortunately, this is one of those scenarios where there's not a whole lot we can do. I might practice this whole roll thing, though. It says L1 roll. I haven't tried this before. L1 roll. Oh! Now you tell me!
The enemy's gate is up.
Right? Wow, I got really thrown out there if that's the white star. I mean, look where I am. I'm way gone. Alright. I do wish there was a... Oh.
The sun shouldn't be that color.
No, it doesn't. It's fading the entire 22-minute cycle. It is a great view. So, if you'll excuse me, everybody, while we have a last 60 seconds, I'm going to eat my last hash brown. And then we will try landing on the dark side of the comet next time. And making that a little easier, I think. Oops. Ooh, hash brown. I mean, it's been a week where you deserve to do whatever that does that brings you joy.
Seriously, do it.
This morning, what was bringing me joy is hash browns at McDonald's, so...
And me.
Yes, and you. Zolia, good morning. The comet decided it didn't like us and it threw us into space again. Something just happened.
Where?
I just saw a collision. There's the... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. I do too. It's okay, Rebesco. I understand. Burnout happens. So, one of the best analogies somebody taught me or I read somewhere about writing is it's like breathing. Writing is breathing out, but you have to remember to also breathe in, i.e. read or consume culture or rest or do things that allow you to refill that tank. So if you've been doing a lot of writing this week and you're burned out with it, you've been breathing out a lot, and it's time to take a chance to breathe in.
This is why I watch some garbage.
Yes. Alistair has much junky television that he likes. Oh, yeah, see? Look! Went right by us. Right by us. I wish we could see it on the map. All right, now we did unlock at least one journal entry for the comet, so let's go read that. And then we will try again. I kind of wish you could read journal entries while you were traveling. That would be efficient. Okie dokie. Alright.
Isn't it great?
We watched the third of 3 available episodes of Miss Marvel yesterday, and it's fine. We've watched 2. We haven't watched the third one yet.
Seriously, that kid is one of the most instantly endearing main characters I've ever encountered.
Lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the interloper's surface. I think the only way we're going to get into that shuttle is to recall it back to the Ember Twin. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the...
Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's a lot of deadlines. I'm really sorry. Okay, very short. Very short, intense press in, right? Exactly. There was no go live tweet from the EA account this morning. Was there supposed to be? There usually is supposed to be. I'm sorry there wasn't. You finished the horror draft. Well done. Hang on a second. I think I did a tweet that we were live. If not, I will do so really quickly. Ah! Stop! That's the wrong button. Morning. We're live now. And the comment doesn't like us.
We did a tweet.
I am doing a tweet at the same time as playing. That is how multitasking efficient I am. Alright, there we go. I did a tweet. I just did another tweet as well, Wendy. See me tweet. Hear me roar. Right, so let's go try finding the dark side of this comet and landing on it, shall we? Because it looks like there's nothing further to explore here. So, alright, gonna go find the dark side of the comet. There we go. See Marguerite. See Marguerite tweet.
Tweet, Marguerite, tweet.
Thank you. I mean, it's not inaccurate. So, there goes our
little satellite.
Little adorable little satellite.
Hey, little Proto-Sputnik.
Proto-Sputnik. We should name it Spud. Alright, interloper. Where are you? There you are. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Alright. Accelerating towards destination. Yes, please. And, well, it's also accelerating towards us, so that's going to make that very efficient. You just got to be careful, because we're moving awfully fast, and so is it. Yep, okay, fine. Let's get into orbit around it, and then I will maneuver around behind it. Alright. Oof. Come on. Alright. Alright. So here we are on the dark side of the comet. There's some dirt there. That's where I want us to... Yeah, see? See, that's where they are. So, I think the risk is... So we're basically parking next to their ship, right?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So, let's read what they said again one more time. So we've parked where they've parked. Heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. There were 3 Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm while the other 2 explored. Lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the surface. Okay. Fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side. Well, I didn't find a fissure in the ice on the sunward side. But at least I can stay in here where it's safe. Where are we? Well, the ice is about to be gone, so I think this is kind of my window. So part of me wants to just stay in here and, like, observe what happens. Well, I'm facing the wrong direction is the problem. What if I just stand, like, literally under my ship while this happens?
Well, in the elevator field.
Right, exactly. Shuttle on the dark side and a fissure on the sunward side, and we can't explore both at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just stay right here. Oh gosh. My ship is moving! My ship is moving! What's happening?
And it throws you off.
It does. It throws you off. See?
But you got control, so maybe you can station keep in place.
But, okay, quick, unbuckle. Go. It's unlocked. Look.
Oh my god.
That's my ship. Oh, it wasn't. It doesn't unlock. Or I've missed the window, one of the two. I think the whole point of this is, if you park here, then you won't die when you get thrown up. Yeah, I've tried going up to the top before, CZZ. See? And again, it's the ice. I wonder if it's literally that small of a window that you've got to go inside it. Well, remember the shuttle you can pull back. You can call back. It's a shipsicle. You can't get in there. All right. Well, I've got my ship. Let me refill my oxygen. Since we're here, let's go explore this fissure on the front side, right? Circle closer to the sun. That's possible. Like specifically when the thing happens where it wants to throw you off, you have to try and get into it. Well, we've got some time to explore, so let's go explore the...
What was that noise?
I didn't hear a noise.
It was like a tinkling noise.
Well, hold on a second. Do we have any weird energy readings? Any funky quantum fluctuations? Ooh. No, 2,000 millimeter. No. Okay. No distress signal. No quantum signals. We've used the deep space radio. Alright, so the signal isn't going to help us. We can hear kind of a funky sound on the ice. So let's try for the sunward side and see if we can find this fissure. Alright, well, that's the side towards the sun. Hey, KDB.
Hey, KB.
Anybody seeing anything that looks like a fissure? No. don't see anything that looks like a fissure. It's also only when we're near the sun. That would be very, very, well, yes, exciting is one word. Here's my ship again. Let's go and refuel. It seems very much to be you have a very, very narrow window scenario, which is a little frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Give me your best, most deranged commentary while you head for snacks. Very well, Rebecca. We've got a little bit of time before we're gonna... Stop, ship! Stop! Before we're gonna hit that sun situation again. Though. So I'm gonna head for... kind of whatever we consider the south pole of this thing. Let's see if that does any better. The short version is no, it's just... Well, here's a nice rocky ledge we could stand on, which makes me happy. And again, no, all we're seeing is ice. So... Bonk. But we're losing gravity. Back to the ship, please, because we're hitting sublimation time. I'm going to fill up my oxygen one more time. So we're getting close to the time again. I'm going to try one more time and see if what we can do is just kind of... The ship is going to fly off. And I want us to be in the ship when it flies off is the problem, because otherwise we're not going to live. So let's strap in. See, we're getting pretty close. And it gets right within the corona. I wonder if I can maneuver just a little. There we go. That makes me happy. See, now I can see it. All right, we're going to come into the sun. I wonder if we can just, like, literally get underneath it and stop the ice from forming. Huh? Or get on top of it? Let's try and just like hop back a little bit and like observe what happens as we get towards the science. I'm doing an observational thing to pilot amidst rapidly melting ice, right?
Do a science.
I'm trying to do a science. I can see it. I'll be able to see if like the top melts, if the bottom melts, if we can get in underneath it. What happens? Getting very close to the sun, so everybody stand by. At least we're protected.
The correct amount of distance from the sun.
Right. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right. Getting close to the sun. See? Okay.
Fire. Do. There's no change. There's no change.
There seems to be there's no change in the shuttle at all.
By the way,
all right, so now what I'm going to
here in the corona is possibly just very good for you. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so now we're
What
getting on the sunward side. Which
That's
is
the
kind of
crack. That's the.
It is, but I don't. Yeah.
By the way, this is some crackerjack flying
Thank
you're
you.
doing right now.
No. What I'm trying to do is get my. They talked about descending into the comet, but all we see is I haven't found yet.
You got a source of luminescence that doesn't look to be natural.
It's ice.
Not bright.
It's just a reflection of the sun off the ice, as far as I can tell. So let's just spend some time looking around the comet and seeing if we can find any
Damn,
features
this is pretty.
that
And
might
terrifying.
lead us to believe that there's an entrance somewhere.
You got dry ground forming on the back there as well.
Right, that's where we landed previously, remember? Because if we
But there's no. But the shuttle
orient-
doesn't seem.
if we orient this way, that's where the shuttle is. It's right
No
there.
change.
It's right there in the middle. And what I don't see is any sort of feature that indicates an entrance. Because they said deeper into the comet. And I don't see anything that says deeper into the comet. I just see a couple of structures. We see some solid ground and we see a lot of ice. I don't see like a fissure or anything. It mentioned a fissure, and we see this kind of band of solid rock and then this band of ice. And my guess is there's something in like here that melts that we can get into. So what I'm going to try and do is land about here. Right? That's what's coming up next, Wendy. So, okay. So, here we are. We've landed. We're just rounding the white star. I think this is our final solar pass. So, I'm going to take a look around for just a second. Because here we are on the ice. On this kind of like barrier. And what I'm... Oh gosh, my ship moves when it's on the ice. That's not good. Let's reposition. Yes. Let's reposition a second, shall we? Ooh, where's my... Sorry, disorienting. Let's just hop over a little tiny bit so we're on solid ground. There we go, because I don't want the ship to go slipping and sliding. Okay. Great, we're on nice solid ground now. So, my question is whether this ice field dissipates in such a way as we get closer to the sun.
It's a mechanic you have seen before. The Hourglass Twins.
Right, yeah. The fact that the ice gets thinner and therefore opens up a space, right? Well, we're headed back, so as we come sunward, does this melt? It's gonna be our observation for this kind of last pass. We're learning things. We're not being eaten by, you know, them fuckers.
Anglerfish wankers!
Right, exactly. We've got our ship, and we're exploring whether or not this ice melts in such a way as to give us entrance to something. What just happened? I just got thrown off. So the short answer is apparently yes. I have no idea. Look. Right there on the right on the top of the surface.
White
I
flash
think.
just there.
Yep. All right. Well.
Someone said in the chat, are we dealing with hinky physics on the location here?
The gravity does seem to be swapping around a lot. I mean, we're gonna die, unfortunately. I mean, very much so. Oh, there goes my ship! My ship got thrown off! I don't suppose we could make it for the Ember Twins, could we? My ship is being thrown into the sun. How rude. Let's see if I can make a break for the Ember Twins. Look at how much the sun is expanding. Look, it's about to take me.
Oh, you're about to melt.
Okay. Okay.
Yay, some glory.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna eat my cheeseburger. It's a breakfast cheeseburger, right? It's a McMuffin. A McMuffin is a breakfast cheeseburger. Interesting. Okay. And I have a little bit of coffee. Toast with jam. Technically a coronal mass injection. Yes, very much so. Okay.
I love coronal mass ejections. I love how they can happen at any time. They could wipe out the planet, and we're just like, yeah, okay. Nothing we can do.
Right. Let's see if we've learned any new facts. Did we learn any new facts when we died in the sun? That would be nice. Oops. Are there facts for the sun? I didn't... Sun station.
Sun facts.
Yeah, no. That thing moves so fast. Subsurface energy ratings. To the north. Locate a fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side. Okay. I think that's my next attempt. We need to get on into a solid orbit with the interloper's sunward side and see if we can find this fissure. If I remember correctly, it's this way. There you are. Well, the interloper's currently on the other side of the sun, so why don't we wait for the sun to kind of move away. Then we will lock on autopilot. There we go. Because otherwise, I know you autopilot, you're gonna take me back into the sun. Smoke alarms really like toast and they want a bite. I could buy that one day. Alright. What?
Brakes?
No, it's okay. All we need to do is be in orbit.
Fucking hot dog.
Hush now. I know what I'm... Kind of, sort of what I'm doing.
That was full on. Everyone remember where we parked?
Yeah. Alright.
So you think it's there, don't you?
This is the sunward side. So...
That is a crevasse.
And there appears to be something energy sourcey in it. So what I'm going to try and do...
You're going to hate it.
Which is?
Park right on top of it, sit in the ship, wait for the gravity to switch so you're thrown off, and then the interloper will literally drive up into you and repark you.
Well, that's kind of the thought here. Sunward side fissure. I think it's this thing, but what I don't see right now is a way to descend into it. But I either see a lot of solar reflection... Thank you very much, everybody complimenting on me on my flying skills. What I'm going to try and do is just literally keep out in front of it until I see change. Like, I'm flying with the sun literally to my back right now. It's a little intimidating. But I'm trying to stay out enough. Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Look, fissure. Can I get into it? Not in the ship.
Something? Yeah, you're gonna want to... Oh. Oh my god.
Okay. So what happened? Alright. So it only opens...
It's open now.
It's still open. I gotta land. I don't care if it bounces. Go. Get inside. No! Okay, but now we know what we need to do. Alright, it is a very, very tight window.
I have an idea and you're gonna hate it.
Yeah?
You know how you're basically immortal for 22 minutes at a time?
Yeah.
Lose the ship.
Well,
when it opens, just fucking dive in.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. But now we know how to do it.
Because we saw the ice close back up, didn't we?
So what we have to do is we have to wait for a solar rotation. When we are in the sun's corona, and the ice is melted to the point where that fissure opens, we have to fall into it.
When gravity is literally working the other way.
Right.
I don't know whether I want to hug the developers on this game or punch them in the dicks.
So what I want to try to do now is I want to try and position the ship... Oops. No, wrong camera. Come on. Well, okay, fine. So, what I need to do now... That's the wrong button. Is I want to position the ship literally in such a way so that here's the fissure, right? All right. Okay. Watch this. There is the fissure directly under the hatch. So now we just need to sit and wait until the fissure opens and we drop out of the ship into it. This is a terrifying idea. Oh, wow. Okay. When the ice closes up, do you suppose it does that, like, all the way down? I don't know, Wendy. All I know is that let's go. I mean, we've got time because look, we've got to make this whole solar rotation, right? Let's reread our journal entry. It says, two of the Nomai located a fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side. They descended inside to investigate. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait until the sunward side fissure opens, and we've positioned the ship in a way that we literally fall out of the ship into it, I hope. Oh my dear God. So we basically have to wait for that sun corona thing to happen.
Yep.
And then, well, if I do this right now, yep, see? It just lands us on the ice. It's perfect. It's perfect. 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 Okay, nobody move the ship! That includes you, Gravity. So now we just gotta, watch the ride. Okay, here we are. We're going around. Oh, this is a nice view. There we go.
And as I understand it, astronomically accurate on the location of the tail.
Yeah, because the corona of the comet always puts away from the sun. And it's coronal wind, or solar wind that generates it. Yes, that is correct. I know, right? This is going to be a heck of a thing. Much science. Very comet. The alignment on this is lovely. But it's going to take a moment or two for us to come back around. So if you need a beverage refill,
now's the time.
Run! This is an excellent time to go and do it. Rubesco's wiggling like, yes! I'm very excited that my positioning of the ship on the fissure is exquisite. And therefore, I'm hoping, like, the second we get into there, I'm just going to drop myself down into the ice. Oh, yeah. See, here we go. All right, we are rounding the white dwarf. We're about to make our sunward approach again. So we're going to go like this. And then I think when we get about here or so is when I want to drop myself in, because any closer, and I think the ship is going to get affected by gravity. And I think we've got this very narrow window here. I'm kind of roughly equating our window to the orbit of the of the twins, if not the solar station, to get into whatever this fissure is. And I want us on the ice by the time we get here, so that if the ship flies off, so be it. But as the ice is melting all the way, we're in position to fall with it, because we want to be falling into the fissure for as long as the ice is melting as possible. Oh my gosh, this is so terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. This is absolutely terrifying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What did you do today? I fell into a melting comet. Okay. 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 I've had some coffee. I'm ready to very quickly explore whatever it is we discover. And hopes we don't die. Flashbacksy sounds like the name for a parody character. It does. Alright, where am I? Alright, we're just about to cross the Giant's deep orbit. Has there been any change to our environment? No. Okay. I'm literally just gonna stand here and get ready to hit the open hatch button. Ooh, let's refill our fuel tank. There we go. Okay. Alright, here we go. La la la! Alright, that was the Giant's deep orbit we've just crossed. Coming up on Brittle Hollow. I like that it lets you follow along on this view. Alright. We're just looking at interesting features of our planet. Alright, we've just crossed the Brittle Hollow orbit, headed for Timberhearth. No, Brittle Hollow, home of the anglefish is Dark Bramble. That's this one all the way over there in the in the distance. Okay, things are speeding up. Here we go. All right. There we go. See, we can see the fissure starting to open. All right.
You want to be, yeah.
See. The fissure is starting to open. And here we go.
Holy shit.
All right. We are inside the fissure. We are exploring. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's ghost matter. Oh, crud. We're inside. We made it inside. Okay. We've got 3 minutes with oxygen. We need lights. We're gonna need our signal scope on camera mode because we got ghost matter here. Okay. Oh, there's plants! There's oxygen! Oh my god! Ooh. Okay, knowledge. Give me knowledge. We made it! Read. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're both beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet center, and I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realize. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if we continue any deeper. Thank God there's oxygen down here, right? Keep the shuttle warm for us. We'll return the moment we identify the energy reading source. All right. Okay. All right, so we're definitely going to need our camera mode. Okay, so we can move through that.
Remind me how we know this.
Because it's not glowing. Ghost matter that glows, we cannot move through. See?
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
What the dilly?
I have very little control over my movement.
You also have no lights on.
Okay, so there... Okay, so we did encounter some ghost energy in there that harmed us. That's harmful. We can't go that way. See? But what we have to be careful about...
So you got close to... Yeah, so that's a clear path to your left.
We have to go this way. Okay. We can go this way. Okay, so that was a big circle. So that was the leftmost. That was those two tunnels. Okay.
Cool. Useful. Good.
So now these two tunnels, and that's the way we came in. All right, so we got to go this way. You do. You kind of skid through the tunnels, and you have to be careful. All right, that's causing damage. Oh, no, wait, no, please, no, oh, man!
Okay. No, it's alright.
Oh!
We know this is doable, and it's terrifying rather than hard. This is good.
Okay. Okay. So, we now know... Alright, we've learned a lot. We've learned how to get into the fissure. We've learned there's oxygen down there. We've learned that the left two paths we've explored and aren't viable. I mean, it's hard to... Yeah, it is. We've learned the right-hand path might be viable. We can only take ghost damage basically once.
Yeah. And
so... Now we know we have to take the right-hand path. Okay. And we'll probably have some new notes as well. Yes. All right, we're learning. All right, let's get back on the comet, and then we will review our notes, because we'll have time to kill. Actually, I don't think it takes us any time to review our notes, so let's start with the notes. Alright. We did not learn anything new. It didn't give us any new location. That's kind of annoying. Subsurface energy ratings. Okay. Okay. How about rumor mode? Nope. Same thing. Alright. Alright, back to the comment. Back to the comment. Back to the comment. Back to the comment. Let's try this again. I'm very excited that we've got a new puzzle to play with. Alright, interloper is here. Now that we've cleared the sun, we can go into autopilot mode. Okay. Right? I'm with you, Rebesco. We've learned plenty. There's ghost matter, and it's scary and painful.
By the way, folks, we've been going just over an hour, so now is a good time to take a stretch, refill any drinks, give the Roomba a new room to play in, you know, whole thing.
Alrighty. Alright. Best brunch food. Ooh. Like, if somebody else is gonna make me brunch, Eggs Benedict. Because then I don't have to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what we want to do is we want to land just about here. A bit more over. Right there. This is where I want to land. Right. Because, bluntly, what happens to the ship is not going to be my concern. Am I going to land right on the ice? No. I'm very, very close to right on the ice, however. So, alright, so how much distance do we have to go? I was right. Oh, we're much closer than I thought. So we're already within the Brittle Hollow orbit. And I was right that the Bitter Twins orbit is about where the fissure opens up. So, that's good. That's good. So it won't be a very long wait at all, folks. It's going to be quite shortly, actually. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep an eye out here for when that ice starts to melt, and then we will fall down into the fissure. You know, like you do. There it goes. See? All right. Here we are. Falling into the fissure. Exploring this path. Landing, and that, like, this is our little, like, orientation cave, right? Okay. So. We can get through there. I don't on through there because I think it was over here that was the cave that had the oxygen, right? Okay, so we've reestablished our camps. This is good. Okay, photo mode. Yes, good. All right, so we've got oxygen. We've explored those two tunnels, and they didn't lead us where we wanted to go. We know one of those two tunnels has damage. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back over here and explore this tunnel, because, ooh, it has damage further in it, though, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, we can't go down that tunnel. Or we can't go down that tunnel very far. How about that? Let's go in a little bit. Yeah, it generates damage without too much. So, well, let's go. This is the way we came in. There might be... other portions of this fissure that we can still explore. See, we're now frozen underneath the surface of the comet. And I just want to make sure we've checked all of this to see if there's anything else up here that we should know about. And the short answer is no. So it all kind of funnels us down. In the ice movement is useful because we have no jetpack refueling here. So that's the tunnel where we're like, maybe coming out we would take this, but not going in. There's no other way. That's where we came in. And so then here is our oxygen portion. So we went through those. Oxygen recharged. We read that, so I think it's time to go one of these two ways. All right, we're going to take the lower path here. Very slowly. Don't see anything further. Ouch.
Coming.
Right. Ah, okay. Good to know. So that is our other path. That's the one that damage is the one we saw right in there. Okay. So this is important. What we have to do is we have to eliminate the incorrect path, knowing we basically only get one type of damage. So we can eliminate. We've eliminated these two paths and that path. So now that leaves this path. So we think this is the correct way now. And we're probably gonna die
your
from
immortality.
Huh?
You're weaponizing your immortality. That's so cool.
That's what your immortality is for! Weaponization! So, now we're gonna go this way. And the thing I'm most concerned about is I think the ice is designed to make all of these one-way passages because you can't orient or change your positioning because you're on a slope. So once you find the correct path, even if you die when you get there, you'll then know next iteration what the correct path is and can use it. So, alright, here we go. Oxygen's full. Alright. Oh, okay. I'm trying to use jumping and not our jets because we only have so much fuel. Come on. Alright, here we go. Yep. But we died and we landed somewhere I can't tell.
Because the other thing that you're building on is the whole thing of you can take a ghost matter hit once, right?
Precisely.
So
you can't take two ghost matter hits. And as far as I can tell, you can't like jump up and coast through the middle of a ghost matter.
I mean, I'm guessing you could try it with the jetpack, but that also feels like a lot of work for a tiny success window.
It might be the case that that's what we have to do, though. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, in which it did seem like we wound up back in the same path in that center again. Which means I think it's those two left paths where we had a choice that we have to navigate. This is going to be a little frustrating because unfortunately it's literally just a process of elimination. We don't have any other mapping Well, it seemed to be that same lower hole in the separate room, Wendy, because I saw up on the left-hand side the ledge that we got into from when we first gained the fissure. I don't know if that makes, if I'm describing that correctly, but I understand what that means. All right, so we need to get out here, away from the sun, in order to be able to. Not the sun. We're engaging the interloper. There we go. All right. We're coming in from a very strange angle, but... if we do it quickly enough, we should be okay. So the middle passage feeds into the right-hand one somewhere inside, and they dump you out in the same place. It certainly seems to be the case. Those left-hand, those two, we need to number these tunnels. So there's been 5 tunnels we've entered so far. Let me get back inside, and we will do some proper numbering and mapping here. We're gonna buzz the heck out of Dark Bramble. That's okay. It'll get us into a stable orbit, and I have plenty of time to get us positioned. That's what matters. Like I said, the autopilot brought us in a bit strange this time. Really? That's what you're giving me? Alright, fine. Go ahead and put us down. And then roll us. So I should be oriented where I like to be, which is directly on top of a fissure. Yes? Not quite. Not quite. Let me hop us a bit. Alright, now roll us back. There we go. Right about there. I can hear it. Yeah, see the fissure starting to open. Alright. So, we are now inside the fissure. This is like the big orientation entrance room. You go down this way. And this, we are going to call Tunnel 5. Lights are on. Scouts on, camera mode. Right, because coming out does us damage. This is Tunnel 5. Alright? These 4 tunnels over here, we're going to now enable 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so we went through 1 and 4. This is 4, and when we went through it previously, yeah, both 3 and 4 seem to dump you out into 5. Agreed. But what I want to try is going through 1 and 2 again, because both of these seem to have choices that could be made, whereas these two were both what I would call chutes. You go in them, you come out of a destination. You don't have a choice about taking damage along the way. So we're going to kind of set 3 and 4 aside for this point, and 5 seems to be an exit. So let's start on the left in proper gaming fashion, and we'll go through number 1. Are you okay? You're mapping. You're happy. All right, no damage is being caused, so... Okay, we've taken damage. But stop, look. We have 2 choices here. We can go left, down, or we can go right. Right shows nothing. Left shows nothing. We're gonna go right. I don't see anything in here. Tunnel 1, taking a right. Slowly.
Do you need this diagrammed out?
I'm trusting the chat to take notes for me. Okay, that appears to be an exit. But if it has no damage, I don't want to take it though, because getting back to this point required us to take damage. I don't know what tunnel that is, but I'm kind of gotta assume it's one we've seen before. Because each time we die, we have to reset. So, alright. So this is... Ooh, stop. Look. We've got more... Oh, we can't go that way. That's damaging. We can go this way. Ooh, gosh. I'm not doing a very good job of taking notes on this. I'm just following the avoid damage paths. Okay. Alright. Now we seem to be in some big circulars. Oh, okay, with a landing. Alright, so we've reached like a sub-level. We've been here before. So this is like a sub-level, and there is a way down, but it involves ghost damage. Which means the only way to get down there is to have gotten to this stage without taking damage.
So there's got to be a path to here
that doesn't involve damage. Because I don't have any healing ghost matter damage. Unless, and I'm on solid ground here, so I'm going to kind of... Oh, I have probes! Thank you, probe. That was very helpful. Okay, try again, honey. Oh, sweetheart. I want you to go down there, please. No. Maybe angle up a bit. Oh, it destroys... Well, there's a lot of ghost matter in there. Like a whole lot.
What's that?
I think that's what we're trying to find. Or it's another tunnel. Is that a Know My Body?
I think it is.
That is a Know My Body, isn't it? Look. I am going to do something a bit stupid now. Because I got 3... I'm running out of oxygen. Yep, okay. I think I know how to do this. Yep. I think I know how to do this, folks. Hold on to your butts. No. Oh my gosh, but I may in fact... You have to fly down and not touch the sides. I think that's what it is.
Oh, that sucks.
I think you have to fly down and not touch the sides. Oh, pants. Alright, so, what have we learned? If you take Tunnel 1, you take 1 bout of unavoidable damage on the way down, but you can get to the second landing and the pit. I want to try taking Tunnel 2 to see if there's a way to get down there without to get to the second landing without taking any damage at all. Yes, I would like some more coffee. And I think the only way into the pit is you've got to slowly fly in such a way as to orientate and drop yourself down through the middle so you don't take any damage. Because that's obviously where the Nomai got to. Although, to be fair, it looks like the Nomai got that far and died. So, alright. Here we go again. Why is there not any way to shut off ghost matter and make it stop hurting me? Because it's not the DLC, Marguerite. Yeah, I bet the DLC has something like that. Okay. Alright, fine. Launch. Alright, now, where is the interlope there? There you are. Interlopers. There, good. Nice thing is we're getting really good at landing on the front side of the comet right on top of the fissure so that we can just get down into it as quickly as possible. Oh, do not inhale crystallized ginger. Oh, Wendy, I'm so sorry. That sounds so painful. Ouch. Surrounded by a semicircle of cats. Let the ritual commence! Yes, very much so. Oh no. Wendy, that sounds very painful. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. Getting really good at landing on the face of a comet as it melts. Alright. Alright, now flip us over, please. Bonk. Now we will scoochy. Scoochy a touch. Excellent. Thank you. Now if I look. Yep, we're all ready. Now we just have to listen for the sound of the ice melting. And in the meantime, has anything in our log changed? Ooh! It says we've now seen the ruptured core. Ruptured core. I found the 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside. Well, I kind of saw that. There's more to explore here. Yes, but there's a lot of death down there as well. Okay. Alright, so now we wait for the sound of the cracking ice. I'm going to try taking path 2 this time and see if maybe we can find a damage-free way down. Crystallized ginger is very, 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 very good. It's very tasty. I enjoy it greatly. Listening to the sound of the ice cracking on the... Aha! See? Ba-dum. In we go. Alright. In we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This away, please. Yay, McDonald's! Sometimes you just need it. Oh, please don't. Alright. Okay. Hello, Channel 5. We are not taking you today. Alright, top up our oxygen. Alright, we're gonna try Tunnel 2 now. Lights. Scout launcher. Launch mode. Oh, what the heck? Was it just me, or did it seem to go through without taking any damage to level 2? Thank you, little scouty dude. It did lead to the downstairs space, Wendy. That's exactly it. I'm like, really? Right, let's go nice and slow. And again, trying to make good decisions. Okay. Slowly. It did! Path 2 leads to level 2 with no damage! Okay! Excellent! Excellent! Alright. Alright. Okay. I need my light. Give me my light back, please. Okay, that is my light. Okay, so... See? It's gonna bump into the walls getting down there. But I'm Path 2 led to the second stage without taking any damage. Dude. So we've taken no damage, and now we're at the pit. And what is happening to my scout?
Why is it still going? Why is it coming back?
Why is it... Is it coming back up? What is happening? What is happening to my little scout down
Gravity.
there? Oh, gravity's gonna be a mess down there.
That's hot.
Okay.
Like you.
I love you. Okay. So we know that the walls... Okay, we're going to orient a little careful. We have to be careful here, because the minute we get on the ice, we're kind of out of control. All right. Yes, I can see that there's ghost matter nearby. There's a whole lot of ghost matter nearby. All right. I don't think we can avoid taking... Unless I am the world's best pilot, I don't think we can avoid... See? Oh, but we took so much damage that we died because we sat in it. You gotta go through it fast.
Okay.
I think you gotta just hurl yourself down through it. Okay. Okay. Alright, fine. This round, we discovered the damage-free path into stage 2, and that's the important part. Oh, good grief. Alright. Where's the blue thing going? Off and away. Fine. Back to the comet. Okay. I don't think we learned anything new. Suit up. Let's see if we learned anything new. There's more to explore here. Mark location on HUD. Yes, well, that's fine. We know how to get there now. Large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside. Okay, fine. Okay. Suit up. Launch. We need to go slightly away from the sun so that we can get oriented onto the interloper. Interloper. Not the sun, the interloper, please. Okay. Hey, Naomi.
Hey, Naomi.
We are learning lots of new things about comets, and I'm going to drink some orange juice while we get into autopilot. We learned how to get inside the comet. We learned how to get to the second stage kind of staging area in the comet. Now we're trying to figure out
space archaeology
how to get down inside that area without dying, and I'm wondering if maybe we just need to use the scout more. It's okay, everybody, don't panic. Our autopilot's a bit of a drama queen. Now we're going to roll over. Bloop. Excellent. Okay, let's check. We're a little off. There we go. That's better. Cool. I love how we're like, well, we might have a ship somewhere after this. Okay. Yeah, I want to be able to see the ice as it fissures. That's important to me. There we go. Come on. Excellent. Okay. Yes, I can see the ice. So now we wait. Wait for the sound of melting ice, which I was correct in predicting happens basically when we cross the Hourglass Twins orbit, which will be just a moment or two. And I will have a sip of coffee, and then we will go back. I hear it. There we go. Alright. Need my light. Into the fissure we go. Whee! Down the fissure we go. Whee! Leaving exit 5 alone. Get some oxygen. Turn on our lights and we return to entrance 2. I know, right? Once you've figured it out, it's like I can repeat this predictably in such a way that then I can progress. Okay, so I still gotta go a little slow here because there are a couple of options presented. Yep, so as long as we go around to the right of the option, there we go. See, here we've landed on stage 2. Now, light. Well, first of all, signal scope. Anything coming from down here? Not quantum, not distress, not deep radio. No. Alright. Scout launcher. Thank you, buddy. You're such a good boy. Okay, light.
Such a little trooper.
That's a little trooper. I want you to go down there. And as we can see, he takes damage getting down into there. Okay. There's so much ghost matter in there. That's a good question. That's a very good question, Tefrex. Let's take a look. Alright, so we've got this little shelf that we've landed on. We get this ghost matter detector. What's that up there? This is another little shelf that also has... Ooh!
Down the hole is death.
Right, but we have a much better angle on it from here. It might be a heck of a lot easier to...
Ooh.
Right, but... Oh, this is a good... Well done on that suggestion.
Yeah.
About... See, there's the core. God, gravity is a hot mess in there. And there is a lot of death in there. I don't know if we really want to go down in there. Or if there's a safer way to get down in there.
That does look a little bit like jumping down into the core of a nuclear reactor, doesn't it?
So that's where we were previously. Let's look around in here. I mean, we gotta be careful we don't run out of oxygen. I think we just kind of went in this particular circle. Yeah, see? This ledge kind of gives us some more options about where to stand. Hang on. Not sure what's in there, but it warned us that ghost matter was detected. I don't know what's this way. This looks like a back tunnel. Well, doesn't have ghost matter in it. Should we try it? Maybe it's a safer way in. That says ghost matter detected nearby. But I wonder if it's picking up on what's down here. Ghost matter detected nearby. Where? I don't... Oh, probe. Ah, there's another... Yep, there's a batch of it in there. But I don't know where it winds up. It's still going. Taking a heck of a long trout. Oh gosh. More ghost matter.
Some dark brown extra dimensional bollocks.
I think this may in fact be another way into there. Look. Look where the probe is.
Inert matter. Inert.
Look where the probe... No. Look where the probe is. You see that? Those are those giant structures. I think this is another path we can navigate
to get in.
To get down into there.
And it's not flowing. It's not dangerous ghost matter.
Well, no, there is some dangerous glowing ghost matter.
Approach,
I know, we only have 3 minutes of oxygen left and we don't have a way back up. So we're going to have to do science and then die.
Death science.
All right. Here we go. Hold on. I need my...
Gravity science. Eminent death. Oh, boy. Oh.
God.
Oh.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, I don't know where I am, and we're about to die, but that's the big deathy spiral thing.
Left hand, on the right hand it wasn't luminescent at all.
Well, that's because I took a punt, because I didn't have my camera up, I just had my probe up. So if you can figure out a way how to do the death spiral correctly, you can get into there. All right, I need my camera mode. All right, so let's try getting over here. And now we're gonna try...
OMG.
There's like no way in... See, it's just one big spiral. No.
Ooh. Toast.
No, but there was something there. Alright, so what this tells me is that there is a path you can navigate down into there that doesn't involve taking ghost matter. And we found another important step of it, which is left-hand path to stage 2, stage 2 up to that top shelf, and then down that top shelf, avoiding ghost damage to another landing, and then we've got to find the way from the landing to there. Okay.
This game.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's interesting.
Huh.
I never noticed that detail on the explosion before.
What?
It's in stages. It starts from the back forwards.
Yeah. And it breaks the launch tube off. Yeah. Whew.
We are at 12:15, by the way.
Okay. So this is probably going to have to be our last run, everybody. Also, I have a headache. I need to drink some more water. You probably also need to drink some more water, everybody. Let's drink some more water together, shall we? It is... It's pejorative to say, but I kind of think of it as a benevolent roguelike, in that it's not about the frustration of it, it's about the accumulation of knowledge, not necessarily, although it certainly helps, to accumulate skill as well. Gotta get to the other side of the sun before I put in the autopilot. There you go. Alrighty. I mean, it is roguelike in that if you take roguelike to mean the accumulation of skills and or abilities based on repeated death, then it is definitely a roguelike model. But what's accumulating is a little bit of physical skill in the player. The character is not developing any new skills at all. It's entirely that the player is accumulating, and the character is accumulating knowledge, and the player is accumulating skill through repetition. It's not that the character, it's not like Hades, in that Hades isn't, Zagreus isn't getting more powerful. Zagreus gets more powerful every time he dies because he accumulates stuff that he turns into power. This character's power set and skill set does not change, but you, the player, are acquiring more knowledge, and the player and the character as well, and more skill in how to navigate this. Ooh, we're kind of really close there, autopilot!
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks
that's
for
brilliant.
that.
The core loop of the game is literally the scientific method. Does this work? No. Does this work? Kinda. Does this work? No, but it gets us closer to what does.
Really did not enjoy that, Autopilot. Thanks for that. Oh my gosh. I should have a little bit of time to go out and fix the ship while we're waiting. I mean, not that I'm gonna come back to the ship, but, you know. Please don't. There we go. I don't like leaving it damaged. It's not very nice. I don't know if I can... There's the autopilot. Silly autopilot, you went face first into the comet, now didn't you? There. Alright. Great. Now we'll just wait for the cracking of the ice. And I hear it. Alright, here comes the fissure. Alright. This way. Flashlights. Hello, Route 5. Hello, Route 2. Alright. Okay. So, here we go. Alright, around the outer edge. Alright, here we are at the stage 2 lower landing. Now, we're going to go up to the stage 1 upper landing. And now, level your little floating schematics on the left. Alright, so we know there's going to be ghost matter in here, and we're going to have to make, oh my gosh, cracker jack timing decisions here. Alright, brace yourselves. We need to go left. Need to go left. Oh, no! We went the wrong way. Alright, we went the wrong way and we died very quickly. One more time. So, it seemed to be right, then left. And I love that you have to kind of make these decisions as you're falling through the ice.
Yeah, it's super great.
Well, I'm sure you could probably use the... I'm trying to use the jetpack sparingly because I don't get a refill to slow myself down so that I have time to gather knowledge and make the decisions. Strangely, I find this less... I find dying from ghost matter exposure less frustrating than being eaten by dark anglerfish. Even though the result is the same, the experience of death is more comfortable this way, which is bizarre, but accurate. So, free falling. We're just gonna free climb here. Passive antagonism rather than the active antagonism. Yeah, it feels more malicious when you're eaten by a fish. I think that's accurate. Getting there is quicker and the ghost matter doesn't actively hunt you down. That's true. It feels less malicious. Like the intentional choice of a creature in a game as opposed to well, ghost matter exists, and your role is to avoid it, you know? The impassive terrors of the universe don't benefit in any way from your demise. That's interesting. I wonder if...
That's a very powerful statement.
Can we just not... Would rather, like, fly off and have to... There we go.
You do love buzzing the tower, don't you?
Well, I would rather fall beside the comet and have to catch up than smack face first into it, you know? I have less
Last time your
damage.
ship did do the equivalent of that thing where dogs in slow motion figure out they don't have the braking speed and just eat shit into the camera.
Right. Like, I love this! I'm going to smack into it! There we go. See, this is a much more relaxing experience of landing. Bonk. Done. Okay. Now I just wait for the ice to melt. Oh. Oh, yay, good job. Yes, I live in shorts under my skirts in this weather. Actually, I don't have a lot of skirts right now.
You don't?
No. I've got some very nice linen trousers, and those are comfortable because they have pockets. And I'm one of those people where if I can't feel my phone in a pocket against my leg, I get a little nervous.
By the way, your ring's at the jeweler's.
My ring has been on an extended self-discovery tour. It's summered at the jeweler's, and hopefully next month it will return with its new partner. Whee! Straight down into the ice. Whoosh! All right. When I wear shorts under my skirts, I wear them over underwear. But that is my preference. All right. We go this way. We take path 2. We go to the right. And it takes us down to the little stage 2 landing. All right. And then we go up to stage 2 higher landing. Right here. Bonk. And then we get ready to ski for our lives. Where we need to go right first and then left. And then we're gonna learn. Alright. I'm gonna try and slow our descent a bit. Okay. And now we are on what I call a tidy bowl. Okay. So now we've kind of hopped up a little bit because we have some solid ground here. There appears to be some solid... Let's send some probes. So that is another tidy bowl of death. See? If you don't change your course, you just hit the ring of death there. So my guess is we need to go over there. But that also seems to be ice. Tidy bowl of death. See, there's something there. So that's where I want to go next. I want to go here. And I just want to stay here. Alright, so now I want to get myself into photo mode. And I want to go this way. Alright, we need to go to the right. I'm going very slowly, everyone. As slowly as I can. Alright, that has death. So now we need to go to the left again. That's convenient. It's the same path, right then left. And I don't know if it's redundant, but the physical orientation is such that it shouldn't be. Come on, we need to go this way. Okay, and here we are in some stone again. All right. So we've had 2 cycles of right then left, right then left. Now I'm worried because this looks very much like stage 2 ledge. Like we just went in a circle. It is. It seems that we've just gone in a circle. That's interesting. And there's the strange thing in the stone, which is where we're trying to get to. Alright, what if we just drop fast? No, you can't go down that way. There's got to be another way. Well, we've learned a lot about how to navigate through there. We've learned that you can't tidy bowl, basically, as far as we can tell. Or maybe you have to take, so there's like that primary, okay, there's 2 tidy bowls. There's the primary one where we get to from the lower first stage landing. That one we just can't go through. And then we go up and we go, right and then left and we get to another landing where there's a different, it looks like there's a different tidy bowl. I wonder if we can try that one, if it's wide enough that we're not going to take the damage if we go down that way. Fuck you, Quantum Moon! Someday I will conquer the towers and they will be mine! You can't spiral, exactly, which is why I thought maybe if you lined it up and just dropped like a rock through the center of it, you would go fast enough and avoid enough of the damage. Now we've tried that. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to try one more experiment. I think it's going to result in my demise, but I want to eliminate it from the options. So let's just do this really quick. And then I will wrap it up for the day. And then we'll have to do some more thinking about how it is we properly navigate through that thing. All right, Interloper, where are you? Please don't smack into the twins on our way. I think we're gonna be alright. It's just gonna be close. Okay, we're fine. I'll try and navigate what I mean by the tiny bowls on the way through this time. That, or there is yet to be any indication that there is a way. Go ahead and fly over it, that's fine. Yeah, see, that's the way I like to come into orientation. You just pull up alongside, and then I'll navigate from there, thank you, that's fine. 3-point landing. Thank you very much. Ha-ha. So now we just wait for the ice to crack. No, I said let go. Great, fine. All right, now we wait for the ice. Thank you, Wendy. I'm quite proud of that one. It's the nice thing about doing this over and over and over is your piloting skills definitely improve. This game is very cool. I really love it. And it's taught us we've learned a lot of really good lessons and mechanics this time through. It's just, I can't seem to get to where I want to be. What's interesting is taking the second path down to that stage 2 landing has taught us there is a path that avoids damage. You've just got to find it.
Yep.
And my concern is that it involves, once we go from second stage lower to second stage higher and then come down, we've got to navigate in there slower to find a path that gets us to the position that allows the third stage to be without damage. Right. Lights. Base camp. Camera. Stage 2. So, this is what I call Tidy Bowl 1. See how steep and tight that increase getting into there is. So, that's how we came in. This is lower landing. This is stage 2, lower landing. This is stage 2, higher landing. So now we're going to go right. And then left. Or we're going to die because we made the turn wrong. Shoot. You definitely have to slow down. Okay. I got to do this one more time. One more time. Come on! I can do this! I need to get to the second tidy bowl. Okay. This poor frustrated scientist. I would be very frustrated if I was the scientist, for sure.
God damn it, every time.
I've lost track. I wonder if you get to the end of the game and it says, you have died X times.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. It would be a good statistic to have.
You haven't seen either of the Happy Death Day movies, have you?
I do not believe I've seen any of the Happy Death Day.
They are the platonic ideal in movie form of
this phenomena.
Yeah.
But I've seen lots of time loop movies, just in general. No, I don't want to go to the twins. I want to go to the core. Not going to get too close to the sun there, autopilot, are we? I've seen the first season of Russian Doll. I've started watching the second season of Russian Doll, and I didn't enjoy it as much.
Or rather, it wasn't right for us at that time, was it? I am tremendously enjoying the Lazarus Bureau at the moment, which is also a time travel, time loop story. Actually does this kind of time travel as well.
Well done, autopilot. You just completely... Alright, it's fine. We'll have enough time. It's fine. In an Icarus brand autopilot, right? What is it? What is going on here with my autopilot today? Don't tease me. It's just being a little bit difficult. It's probably because I've done this so many times now that it's like, you don't need help. Alright. Okay. Waiting for the ice to crack, la 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 la. Piloting orbital trajectories at 686 BC. Precisely. My worst fear now is it's going to take me so long to get down there that I'm just exactly like with Dark Bramble. I'm going to get there with 35 seconds of oxygen left. It's going to be like, no! Yeah, look how high the gravity is right now. Oh, the California Wedding one. Time loop movie. That you loved. With
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Yeah.
Freaking love Palm Springs.
Palm Springs was delightful. Am I going the wrong way? I am in fact headed oriented incorrectly. You have a print from Palm Springs. Light. Oxygen. Camera mode. Path 2. To the right. Lower landing. There we go. Okay. Upper landing. Now, we need to slow down in here. We're gonna head to the right. Slowly. And then we are going to head to the left. Slowly. Slow down. This is what I call the second tidy bowl. And here we are on the ledge of it. Now, what I think I want to take a look at is I want to follow the scout's path down. No, see? If anything, the damage cone is wider, but it's shorter. See, it got through really fast and then it just dropped. I wonder if this is the way we should go down. Let's try another. And then it just lands. There seems to be like, is it looking out into space? Orientation on this is really weird. You know what? I wonder if we just have to slide down and go fast. Let's try it. Can we just go drop like a rock straight down? Just straight down. Nope. Okay, so no. None of the tidy bowls we've encountered so far are gonna let us through. They'll let the probes through, but they won't let us through, which means there's classic game technique, second entrance. There's probably a third, and we've just got to find it. Okay. But we are not going to find out this week. All right, I've eliminated the other possibilities.
Well, you died doing what you loved.
True. I mean, very valid. We've eliminated a lot of possibilities. We've learned how to consistently land, get into the fissure, get into the inner structure, and now it's just a matter of...
Look at how far you've come in one session.
Right?
You've gone from, how the fuck do we get into the escape pod, to, oh god, the sun needs to literally melt our faces off, to, no big deal.
Yeah, right? So now we've just got to figure out the correct path down into the ruptured core area, because there's got to be one that doesn't destroy us. Or there's got to be, we get even closer and then the probe can get us the final bit of data or something I need. But the way it looks, there's got to be one other way down into something that then lets us into that area. Because all of the unpassable ghost matter has been tiny bowl barriers.
Yeah.
We've just got to find one that doesn't have that barrier.
Good job.
And it's, again, much less frustrating than being eaten by frickin' anglerfish over and over again.
7 mini games, isn't it? In an overarching narrative.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of very interesting puzzles that you're just gonna have to find.
Damn right you've earned a marshmallow.
I've definitely earned a marshmallow. Gotta have myself a marshmallow here real quick. I love that there's just a little piece of twig left. Like there's a little tiny bit of greenery left on my stick as well. I don't want to stick it in the flame, but I do want it toasty. Oh, that looks good. No! Oh well. No! Yeah, we'll just do this. Nice and toasty. Toasty marshmallow, please. I deserve a toasty marshmallow. That looks about right. See, it's definitely changed the color. Maybe if I can get like the perfect marshmallow, I get something. That would be interesting. Give me the perfect marshmallow. One more. Let's see if I... No! I'm not about to waste marshmallows, however. That would be a crime. See, it gets toasty. Turns a color. Oh, that looks really good. I definitely need graham crackers and chocolate.
Thanks for coming, JJ.
Right. We're gonna take off here as well. Thank you everybody very much for joining us. Oh, I put it away. Tell folks where we're gonna be soon.
Oh, all sorts of places.
Oh my gosh.
We have some more of M.R. James Can Never Have a Good Holiday coming up on
What
Wednesday
did he do to
between
his hands?
10 and midnight. Then on Friday, the latest issue of our Hugo Award-winning, not quite Freudian, Hugo Award-nominated newsletter, The Full Lid, will go live, which at the moment includes, amongst other things, a detailed look at the redemption of a Star Wars meme. Look up Glub Shitto. You'll find out why. Then we'll be back here on Sunday with more of this.
Yeah. Where hopefully we'll figure out how to navigate through the rest of the tunnels and find a different path. I really hope it doesn't involve... I think it has to be a stage 2 or a stage 3 thing. And we just need more time at stage 2 or stage 3. And I really hope there's oxygen down there, because I'm going to be pissed off if I find my way into there.
Hooray, you found the center of the
You have 12 seconds
dead.
left. Exactly. I'll be done with all my current writing by Wednesday night so I can have spoopy stories. Well, even if you're not done, Rubesco, it would count as breathing in if you joined us. I would very much like to see you there. Alright, I think that's everything.
I think it is.
Yeah, you've spilled coffee on the floor.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that sucks. Here. I'm getting to the rescue. Alright.
Alright.
I think that's everything. Yep.
Thank you so much, folks. I've been Alistair.
And I've been Marguerite.
And this has been fun. We'll see you next time.
Have a great one. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Don't fall down any radiation caves.